Hey guys, it's been a minute. I said in the beginning when I started this that it wouldn't be a particular schedule. I kind of, just speak on shit when things happen, when I feel like I want to speak on it. Um, so I'm back. Um, that's why I don't really promote like this because I don't want that pressure of having to make videos on a schedule. Because sometimes there'll be weeks or months where I don't make a fucking video. But we're here. Hope everyone is making out good in this pandemic or whatever. So let's start at the top. The beautiful Queen Beyonce. Y'all know I was fucking coming to talk about my girl. What? You know I was going to talk about Black is King. It was beautiful. It was a visual album, but this time around, it was more of a story being told. So there was, it was almost like she was narrating a story. Well, it wasn't almost like that's what she was doing. She was narrating a story and the visuals kind of went along with the story. She told a story through the album and the visuals, if that makes sense. And the funny thing is, what a lot of people don't know and realize is that this project was from the cutting room floor. This was something that she did with the Gift, the album, the soundtrack for The Lion King. So people who are saying she was trying to capitalize off of the Black Lives Matter shit and the protests and the riots, no, it had nothing to do with that. The shit was already in the works, and the pandemic and the shutdown, she obviously couldn't go on tour and do any of that kind of stuff. So she produced this project and it was great. It was phenomenal. I loved it. Shouts out to her. I'm a Beehive representative all day, every day. If you didn't know, now you fucking know. Need I say more? So yeah, I really enjoyed it. And it was just a beautiful representation of, Black excellence, African Nubian kings and queens, our bloodline, our ancestors, our heritage. So to try to turn into anything other than a celebration of our identity, our culture, her identity, it's a joke. How can you criticize someone who's Black for celebrating Blackness and African culture? That's so dumb. And you motherfuckers just hate her so bad that you reach and grasp for the dumbest fucking shit. It's not even really worth spending too much time on because that's how stupid it is. But let's be clear. Her and Jay-Z are the culture. They were doing any of this shit before any of you motherfuckers that are so-called woke, tearing up shit and breaking into stores, calling it fucking protesting when really y'all motherfuckers are rioting and looting. That's not the cause. That's just stealing, being bums and thieves. I mean, let's be for real. If we're going to be woke, breaking into the store ain't never woke nothing up, except the cops. So, yeah, that was just chaos and mess. Originally, when it all happened, it seemed like, oh, this is great. But as time went on, you kind of look around, you're like, well, what happened? Where's all the woke people at? Oh, they just wanted to get out there and break some shit up. You were tired of being locked down, shut down, stuck in the house. You let out some frustration, got some free shit in the process. That's it. But we're not even going there. That's a whole nother topic. This is about Beyonce, but I was just making an example of how These are the people who saying she's not woke enough because she wasn't out there looting and rioting. So what? They've been doing humanitarian things behind the scenes forever and continue to do so. They do things that we don't even know about and shouldn't know about because everything doesn't have to be announced. So it's comical to say that she's trying to capitalize off of a movement that she's at the forefront of, that she started. The whole visual album thing, that's her lane, that's her baby. The copycats came after. Let's not forget that. So this is what she does. And the timing, who cares about the timing? She can release it when she feels like it. Who made the rule that you can't put out a project that's, Black themed during unrest, racial unrest? No, that's bullshit. Capitalize off what? She's already rich, already wealthy, already at the top. There's nothing to capitalize on. Next. So shouts out to Queen Bey. Black is King. And it was a beautiful project. I loved it. So next, we're going to shout out the beautiful Nicki Minaj, the queen of rap, undisputed queen of rap, should I say. Yeah, petty. Love her. Congrats on the baby. That's another one y'all love to tear down. Another beautiful Black woman, gets under your skin so bad. How, and that's the funny. Let's talk about it. How, especially, and I'm talking to the women right now. How do you hate someone and turn around and copy and mimic them? All the bitches I see that are talking about Beyonce are sitting there in a blonde wig, a bad blonde wig, a cheap blonde wig, trying to look like her, inspired by her, but will never admit it. Oh, she ain't the only one with blonde hair. Yeah, bitch, but she inspires you to do it. Let's be clear. It's amazing how you drag and tear somebody down, then turn around and want to beat them. Nicki Minaj. Oh, her body's fake. She got this and that. Y'all are running over to Dominican Republic with your tax returns, getting butt jobs. Let's talk about it. Lipo and whatnot. All types of shit. That's the look you want, but you hate her. But you hate her so much. Like she did a line in one of her songs. You hate her, but running to take the same route. Let that sink in. How do you hate somebody and want to do what they do? If you hate something and it's wrong, why do you want to mimic that and copy that? Make it make sense. So yeah, shouts out to those two beautiful Black queens. This is a theme. This video is about three powerful Black women who have, been unfairly criticized and dragged. Like, it's like, y'all are the most self-hating people, and it's sad. That's the word I'll use. I want to say pathetic. It's pathetic too. Definitely pathetic, but it's really sad. It's disheartening sometimes, but it's like, wow. Yeah. I'm not usually lost for words, but that, the hate and the dislike for Black women, it boggles my mind. And it's usually from within. It's our own, the men call you bitches and whores and sluts. You're only good for your pussy. And then the women tear you down as well, even though they're getting torn down. It's unbelievable. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna move on. So, the last thing we're going to talk about today is the phenomenal Kamala Harris. Joe Biden chose her as his vice president, his running mate for this presidential election. Great choice, very qualified woman. Love her. I've been following her for a while. Ever since she's got to the Senate, I've been following her. And I actually was rooting for her in the presidential primary, but she didn't make it. But it wasn't her time. But I think this is definitely her moment to shine, and she deserves it. So let's talk about it. Another dragging session that's been happening ever since Tuesday. When the choice was announced, I'm seeing meme after meme after meme. Oh, she locked up all these black men. Yada, yada, yada. This is 2020. We're in a much more progressive time in the world, in the country, when it comes to marijuana. It's nothing now, it's legal most places. Where it's not legal, you get just like a citation. It's not like a crime, really. Back then, when she was Attorney General, it was a very serious offense. I want to say it was a felony. Don't quote me on that because I haven't fact checked that, but I'm pretty sure it was a felony because it was part of the 3-strike system. So yeah, I think it was a felony. So how are we demonizing someone for doing a job? Her job was to enforce the law. She didn't write the law. Why aren't you guys dragging the white men that put the laws in place? You somehow managed to put the blame on the black woman who was enforcing the law. Make that make fucking sense. You see what y'all do here? Y'all always find a way to blame the black woman. I saw a post the other day. Black women always encouraging this gay shit. What do black women have to do with men being gay? Absolutely nothing. It's like y'all say the dumbest shit and start believing it after a while because you say it so much. Y'all share so much misinformation and bullshit that you begin to think that it's fact and it's not. You need to put down that blunt and pick up a book sometime. Because I'm honestly thinking it's something in some of this weed. Because it's a lot of paranoia, a lot of conspiracies going around. And I don't know. It has to be the drugs. It has to be. And I don't judge because I've smoked weed before. But it's never made me skits. Like, it's made me more so paranoid in a different way. Not paranoid in a way where I'm like, it's a conspiracy going on, but more of like, oh shit, I can't breathe. That type of paranoia. But that's neither here or there. But yeah, it has to be something in drugs or maybe the pills. But there's a common theme going on where we're in a conspiracy world now where nobody wants facts. People are doing research via YouTube and conspiracy theory websites. When has that ever been fact-based places, and I'm saying this on my YouTube platform, the reality is this is an opinion-based platform. Like, there's not a lot of fact checking that goes on. So how can you tell people to do research on a platform that isn't based on facts always? There aren't fact checkers who are verifying things. You just have people putting up their opinions on things. And you're telling me to do my research off of someone's opinion now. I don't do research off of opinions. I do research off of facts, data, all the things. Who went to school? Say yeah, the type of things you need in school, data, proof. Use your brain sometimes. So yeah, all this misinformation and, people using memes as facts, memes going around. People like, oh, that's the realest shit I've ever seen. Like, it's not real. It's something that it's a caption that somebody placed over top of someone's picture or their own picture. And suddenly that's Facts? No. So yeah, so stop trying to tear this woman down. She's already proven herself. She's very well respected, very qualified. She did such a great job that she was elected twice for Attorney General. And then they turned around and sent her to the US Senate. How bad was she? Like, let's be clear, she was a prosecutor. So when you're a prosecutor, you enforce the law. There's no proof of her targeting blacks. So that's another thing. People are just trying to take advantage of the current racial unrest, the climate, and it's like a trigger. She locked up black men. Y'all are so dumb because a lot of these things are coming from right-wing groups, foreign groups. They know the triggers and the plants to sprinkle in our community, and we fall for it every time. Oh, she locked up black people for weed. Oh, fuck that bitch. You don't know nothing about her. You don't have any facts. You didn't check nothing. All you heard was trigger words. How they say Trump dog whistles when he says, little things to rile up his base, like build a wall and Mexicans are rapists. Same thing's going on. They're dog whistling. And y'all are like, ooh, she locked up black men? What? Fuck her. Misinformation. And y'all take it and run with it and then it spreads like wildfire. It's gross. It's disturbing. It's disgusting. Stop it. And the fact that a lot of you guys are raising children is terrifying. I'm like, wow. This next generation is fucking doomed. Because these are the people that are raising kids, that are sitting here paranoid, sharing memes online, talking about shit that's not even true, sharing videos that are altered, documents that are altered. You're spreading it around like it's factual. It's scary. It's alarming. The people, even like the anti-vaccine people, please, I'm not even gonna go there. Ugh. Makes me want to throw the fuck up. Y'all are just disgusting fucking people. And it's sad. So yeah, great choice. They had my vote. So people like me who are smart enough to know better, the bots and the fake posts and shit, that's not going to sway us either way, but it's still wrong. And Facebook, count your fucking days. That's why I deleted my page, because there's a lot of fake accounts and you guys know that they exist, but you allow it to go on because you want to inflate those numbers. When people, turn around and get blocked for the smallest things, but you have all these like fake accounts and burner accounts on your platform that go unchecked, that's an issue. And it's an issue that exists and you allow it because it makes it seem like there's more users on your platform than it is when it really isn't. So yeah, that's a joke in itself. And I singled them out because we know that Facebook and Instagram are, full of misinformation, troll accounts. Twitter, I've grown to like Twitter a little more. I have. There's fake accounts on there too, of course, but you don't see Twitter constantly blocking people for every little thing. You see what I mean? That's the difference. Instagram and Facebook, they selectively block. They cherry pick certain things where they have all of these, false accounts and spam accounts just running wild. Spreading shit, spreading fake videos, altered shit, and nobody does anything about it. But the minute you call someone a bitch or a hoe, you're blocked for 30 days. It's stupid. It's crazy. So yeah, I'm a Twitter person. I have an Instagram. That's another platform that I pop in and out of. I may post something to my story once a month, if that. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Facebook for that reason. It's too many fake accounts, too much hate, goes on in those groups. It's just, yeah, it's kind of a joke. You can tell that it's turned into a profit thing. It went from, the Geek Squad and their invention to have, all their college buddies and stuff stay in touch with each other to just a disgusting place to spew hate and fake news and misinformation and things of that nature. So yeah. That's all I got. Said what the fuck I said. I'm a Democrat. I vote Democrat, and I will be voting for Biden and Harris. So save all those memes and save those paragraphs about her record. I've done real research. I know her record, and she did a great job. And she's evolved over time. She's gotten more progressive as the laws have gotten more progressive, and I don't feel a way about her enforcing the law. And the fact that you guys are pushing this lie that she was targeting Black men just to play on, the current climate and the paranoia that is going on in the Black community. It's sad and it's sick. So you dummies that are saying Joe Biden is pandering to you by picking a Black woman, when in reality you have these conservative right-wing people pandering to you to suppress your vote by claiming she was targeting Black men when she wasn't. So use your brain, be smart. I'm not trying to convince you either way. I vote the way I vote. I'm not a political activist. I don't try to get people to do anything. But I feel like not voting is a slap in the face to the civil rights movement. A lot of people were beaten, maced, hosed down with water, even murdered for you to have the right to exercise your vote. So, regardless of how you vote, you should vote. I really think you should definitely, exercise your right to vote. At the end of the day, who you choose to vote for, that's up to you. But not voting is definitely a slap in the face to the movement, and everything they went through to get us to this moment. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Until next time, stay safe, stay prayed up. I know this pandemic is rough, but we can only go up from here. Like, how bad can you get? I mean, other than Trump being reelected, there has to be some light at the end of the tunnel. So just try to stay positive and stay close to your loved ones. Don't get into a sunken place. Try to stay upbeat as much as you can. And yeah. Till next time. I said what the fuck I said. Y'all know the drill.